Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namami Buddham Gunasagarantam Satta Sadavantu Sukhi Avera Kayo Digunjo Sakalo Durando Gachanti Sambe Maranam Mahanchu. Namami Dhamman Sugatena Desitan Satta Swarantu Sukhi Avera Kayo Digunjo Sakalo Durando Gachanti Sabbe Maranam Mahanchu. Namami Sangham Jinaraja Savakam Satta Sadavantu Sukhi Avera Kayo Digunjo Sakalo Durando Gachanti Sambe Maranam Mahanchu.
So dear Dhamma friends, today we continue our breathing meditation technique. So in the beginning, be comfortable with your posture and focus your mind in front of your nose and your upper lip area. And let your inhalation, exhalation happen itself. So don't try to inhale or exhale, or don't try to change the pattern. Just let it happen. And when it happens, you recognize it. If it is an inhalation, you recognize it as an inhalation. If it is an exhalation, you recognize it as an exhalation. When you able to do that way, when you recognize, observe and recognize, that is the moment you let go the self-view. Because your self-view sometimes is stronger than your consciousness. That is what you have to break down. When you come to meditation, inside you, that is what happens. You neutral your self-view, and that when you neutral the self-view, you shut down your inner conversation. When you shut down the inner conversation, your mind becomes free. But most of time we want to become free, but at the same time we want to keep our inner conversation with our own self-view. That doesn't work. So, everything has a price. The same way, if you want to develop your consciousness, if you want to understand something more, if you want to uplift your inner experience, don't argue yourself, just let go your self-view. So that effort, even the idea, it's when it comes inside you to let go your self-view, that is a improvement inside you, come closer to the understanding. So when you observe and recognize and understand, Inhalation as inhalation, exhalation as exhalation. And keep observe. Just let it happen. And then you will see your mind become more sharp and clear with the inhalation and exhalation. So if it is not sharp, if you cannot see the inhalation exhalation clearly, that means you're not observing carefully. Because if you observe, you're going to see. Then correct yourself. So understanding that you're not feeling the inhalation and exhalation clearly is self-understanding. Because you're understanding where are you in the process. And you're understanding what you feel inside. So that self-understanding also improvement inside your practice. Always remember, you observe the inhalation and exhalation. At the same time, remember to observe where your mind. Because sometimes you can fall into sleep. In sleep, you continue kind of like you go to the dream. You're watching a movie and you fall into sleep. In a dream state also sometimes you keep watching the movie. But that is not the real movie. It is a dream. So same things can happen with the meditation also. So be mindful. And you recognize this is the beginning, this is the middle, this is the end of the inhalation. This is the beginning, this is the middle, and this is the end of the exhalation. From beginning to end, carefully observe your own inhalation and exhalation. And that will allow you to recognize each and every inhalation and exhalation has its own nature. Some inhalation become longer, some become shorter, some become heavy, some become soft. And sometimes it warm, sometimes it cold. Some inhalation go through right nostril, sometimes left nostril. So recognize this. And when you recognize, just stay with the moment. And when you come to this level, your body, mind and the breathing and slowly start to work as one. They synchronize each other. And that way you feel more relaxed and comfort. And you recognize it is comfortable, but don't try to enjoy it. And keep observe. And at the same time, in case if you feel the opposite, if there is a pain, this discomfort comes, don't keep focusing to that. Keep focusing to the breathing. The both side you have to recognize. It is just not only the happy things that you have to let go. No, the sad, the unhappy things also you have to let go. Keep observe the inhalation, exhalation. And maybe then there is a joy arise. You keep observing, you feel calm, relaxed and peaceful inside. There is a joy arise. If there is a joy come, observe and just know it as a joy, but continue focusing to the inhalation, exhalation. And the opposite side, maybe there is anger can come. When you have the pain, you get angry about yourself sometimes. And you look and everybody keep practicing and don't move their body, but you cannot do it, and you get disappointed sometimes. You get upset, you get angry. So even you come to that level, remember not to focus to that. Just keep focus to the inhalation, exhalation. And that way, remember that you have to have the understanding to let go the both sides. So when you keep observing this way, then we go to the vipassana level of the technique. In the vipassana level, inhalation, exhalation, you always can see how it is moment by moment changing. Your inhalation change, you saw the beginning, you saw the middle, you saw the end. That means beginning change to middle, middle change to end. You see the exhalation, you see the beginning, the middle and the end. The beginning change to middle, middle change to end. And the end bring the opposite side of the exhalation. So always whatever you experience, that experience always changes. So then in the vipassana level, when you have a sharp mind, don't touch the surface level of your experience and go through that and recognize the change, recognize the insight of the experience. When you can see the inhalation, don't hold it as, oh, this is inhalation. Go through that and recognize the change, observe the change. This is exhalation. Don't stop there. Go inside the exhalation and see how the exhalation changes. And then head to toes your entire body, moment by moment, following your inhalation, exhalation changing. It not hold any moment. It not solid. It not a stop anywhere. It always changing. Observe that change. If there is a sound come, don't hold it as a sound. Maybe the bird or any other sound you can name. But don't name that sound like that. Just go through that sound and recognize the change. If there is a smell come, the same. If there is any kind of taste arise in your tongue, the same. If any sensation arise in your body, the same. If any thoughts come to your mind, don't hold that thought and don't keep thinking, following the thoughts. Just wait a little bit and observe the change, and you will see another thought come. And then you will see another thought come. Another thought come. So observe that change. So that is what we are going to practice. In case if it is difficult for you on the way, then slowly come back to the beginning point and observe the inhalation, exhalation. Start from the beginning. And then slowly, gently, mindfully keep move forward. Your right palm on your left and neck head straight in one line and be comfortable with your posture. And scan head to toes 3 times yourself and say Sopat Deva, or be well and happy 3 times. Take a moment and think. We gathered here in this evening to practice this ancient meditation technique. All the Buddhas, all the enlightened masters followed this path and achieved wisdom. So we also gathered here to accumulate that knowledge. In this evening, with this sitting, may my body become more comfortable, may my breath be more smooth, may no difficulties come to me, may all the success come to me. Also think for a moment, this is the last moment we are spending in this very lifetime, and detach your mind from all your past memories and as well as any kind of future thoughts. Just try to remain with the present moment, observing your inhalation and exhalation. Relax your head, relax your forehead, relax your eyebrows, Relax your eyes. Relax your ears. Relax your nose. Relax your tongue. Relax your upper lip. Relax your lower lip. Relax your chin. Relax your whole face muscles. Relax your teeth. Relax your mouth. Relax your throat. Relax your neck. Relax your shoulders. Relax your arms. Relax your elbow. Relax your forearms, palms, fingers, fingertips. Relax your whole back muscles and relax your spine. Relax your chest and relax your abdominal muscles. Relax your lungs. Relax your heart. Relax your liver. Relax your kidneys. Relax your gallbladder. Relax your pancreas. Relax your small intestine. Relax your large intestine. Relax your abdominal organs. Relax your buttock. Relax your thigh. Relax your knee. Relax your calf muscles. Relax your foot and relax your toes. Relax your whole body muscles, tendons, ligaments, bone marrows and whole skeleton. Release the tension in your mind and keep relax your face muscles. We cultivate loving kindness and compassion in our heart and radiate it as a light through entire this compound, this village, this city, this state, this country, this world, this universe. And as far as we can through galaxies, other planets, stars. Reminding ourselves like this. May all living beings in this universe be well and happy. May everyone be happy and safe, and may their hearts be filled with joy. May all living beings live in security and in peace. Beings who are frail or strong, tall or short, big or small, visible or not visible, near or far away, already born or yet to be born. May all of them dwell in perfect tranquility. Let no one do harm to anyone. Let no one put the life of anyone in danger. Let no one out of anger or ill will wish anyone any harm. So expand the loving kindness and compassion beginning from your heart forward to your backside, to your left side, to your right side, downward and upward. To all 6 directions at once. Focus your mind to your body. Let your body to settle down itself and keep focus your mind in front of your nose and your upper lip area. So in the beginning, deeply inhale, exhale 3 times and try to find the sensation of the inhalation, exhalation. And slowly keep focus your mind to the place where you can feel the sensation of your inhalation, exhalation. So especially when you practice outside, you have to have extra attention to find the sensation of the inhalation, exhalation. Because the air can disturb you and it can misguide you. So be very careful to recognize correctly the inhalation and exhalation. Focus your mind to inhalation, exhalation. Time to time observe your own mind and see where you are. At the same time, observe your own mind and see where you are, what you feel inside your mind. If you feel so lazy, tired, sleepy, bring the effort to your practice. And if you feel busy, then calm down your body and keep observing inhalation and exhalation. So, dear Dhamma friends, in this human world, that's whatever you experience, that you use your eye, ear, nose, tongue, body, and the mind to experience that anything in your life, and behind that what you feel, there is a huge network, you know. And Buddha is the one who found out that network, which we call causality, cause and effect, you know. So most of time we point out to the moment that what we experience. As example, when you want electricity, when you want a light in this dark, you know, you can experience the light, but behind this, the light you experience, there is a lot of things happen, you know. So then when you decide you want something, you know, I want this or I want that, you know, to go towards something or go away from something, just the itself one part you cannot take out, you know. It's going to keep coming, keep coming, keep coming. Like if you need the light, you know, you call to electrician and he come and he don't do anything with the light. What he does, he do all the, you know, wiring that thing, material, you know. And when that all when that all the necessary things complete, you know, what you do, you just switch on, then the light comes. The happiness or the consciousness or the wisdom also the same, you know. You have to complete the necessary things to get that result. Without practicing that necessary things, you cannot reach to this level. You know, we all like to experience that, but the thing is, sometimes we don't practice, we don't complete that necessary things to getting to the right level. So then yourself, in day-to-day life, the whatever your lifestyle, you know, going to become you. You cannot wish something else and have a different lifestyle, you know. But the most of time, our lifestyle is something else, and you wishing something else. No, it cannot happen. You know?
Mm-hmm.
So I have seen it's like sometimes when you go to a new house, sometimes they have old, wiring systems.
Mm.
Only thing what you need to do, just put the plug. It work like that. Sometimes you have, from the previous lives, you have that old habitual patterns. It need only little, connection to work. So then how you know what is inside you? What kind of memory that you carry, how you know? And tomorrow, where I take you, how you know? What is the method that you use to purify yourself? So the meditation is a method you use to purify yourself. Because when you practice the meditation, and slowly what is happening, you start to see your own mind. When you recognize the mind yourself, that is where you can change your life. It's kind of like the foundation for everything. As all of you know, in the Satta Sutta, what the Buddha mentioned for the Radha, that is a very beautiful sutta. Recently we talked about it, and then some of our students asked me to repeat that sutra again. That is a very beautiful sutta that everybody must learn and recognize in your life. In the Satta Sutta, the Radha asked a question from the Buddha, Venerable Sir, what is this being? What is this human? What is this all other being? What is the meaning of this? We say human. What is the meaning of human? So Buddha explained him very well and very carefully. So before that, the Radha had a history to become a monk. So that history is more important sometimes. Why? Because when you complete the necessary things, it is very easy to get to the result. So like that, you're looking for happiness, you're looking for wisdom, but maybe you don't complete the necessary qualities that need when you reach to that. So Radha was the only one boy in the family, and their family was very luxurious family, and that during that time the parent there was a millionaire, but the Radha didn't learn anything. Why? Because he had money, he had a very fun life, and he using the money, and whatever he need he used to take, and no any studies. And the parents knew one day when they die, the Radha going to have a hard time. Why? Nobody to take care. And he even himself don't know how to maintain his life. Even though they have the wealth, and they knew one day Radha himself going to destroy that everything, because he don't know the value of the wealth. So in the evening one day they called Radha and told, you didn't learn anything, and very soon maybe we can die. If we are not here, then you are in big trouble. So you have to survive yourself. Only one thing now, that we can teach you. There is no any other ways that we can teach you something. You have to become a beggar. You have to learn how to become a beggar. That is the very hardest thing, the final thing that you can do in your life. In day-to-day life, if you do certain things and you can work and do things, but you're not going to beg. You're not going to become a beggar. The beggary is a very difficult thing in life. And maybe you hold your hunger, you hold your pain, you hold your sadness, but it is very difficult for you to go to the street and hold a board and say, please help me. Huh? People don't do that. And maybe you even from your friend, if you ask a $10, $5, it's very difficult for you, I know that. And somehow you try to manage yourself, you don't want to become a beggar. But in life sometimes people, there is no any other things, they come down to that point. So somehow then the parents taught him 4 qualities. So the first quality they taught to the Radha, be humble. Without any condition, without any limitation, no arguments. In any situation, be humble. So remember, just look, why? If you're going to beg, you cannot be so proud yourself. Nobody going to give you anything. You have to bend your head, you have to bend your back, you have to bend your knees, you have to bend your all the joints. Huh? So that, if you're going to beg, So then, remember, being humble is very important when you asking something from others. In one way, in a certain way, we all kind of like beggars. Even though we have money to exchange, and most of time we kind of like beggars. You cannot do whatever the other person can do. And the husband can do whatever the things cannot do by wife. So whatever the wife can do, cannot do by husband. And the children and the parents, friends and families, and if you go outside the market, look, how many things that you need for a day to maintain your life. That everything coming from someone else's hand. You cannot do it. In case if there is a situation for you to do something, it is very difficult. If it is breakdown, even certain things we cannot fix. We have to take it out to, take it to someone else. So then, it's kind of like, even though we don't use the words, we don't use the body language, it's kind of like, in a smart way, we kind of like beggars. We begging our life from others. And then remember to be humble. Don't be so proud of yourself. There is nothing to be proud. And even that sometimes people so attached to this body. Look, sometimes this body parts, when you need the blood, even your own family relatives cannot give the blood. They're not going to give the blood. And maybe someone else come and give you blood. Like when the situations come, we had experience, in Sri Lanka we had the war, this nothing, forget it. We had the situations like, we go on the road, the bullets go like this, shoot, shoot, shoot. So, it's kind of like, but someone else come and protect us, and you don't know who is that person. When you need the blood, someone else come and give you the blood. Even as you know, the body parts, organs, today we transplant organs. It's very rare your family members give a organ because sometimes it doesn't, work. Someone else, kidneys or the lungs, work for you. So then why you so proud about myself? This is I am, this is I am. Even this body, doesn't work like that. So then remember yourself to be humble. That is the first quality that you have to develop. And the second thing, as a beggar, what the rather learn to be satisfied, contentment, and the whatever you have, be satisfied with that. Don't look for I need more, I need more, I need more. And when the people become happy, not satisfied, that is the thing. That is why don't think that when you become happy you're going to be satisfied. No, that's not happening. You jump to the next one. And you thinking to your children, and become happy when you give whatever the necessary things they need. Give them, and they will keep asking more, more, more. That is the nature of the life. All the young generation go to these musical shows, and when one song come, they become happy. After they become happy, what they say? One more, one more. No one say, oh, that's a beautiful song. That's enough. Done. I'm happy. No. You people go to eat. What they say? Bring more. Bring more. They go to drink. One drink. No enough. Bring more. Bring more. Even they fell down. Bring more. Then see, you have to understand. You think when you become happy, you're going to be okay. No, you have to train to be happy like that. Otherwise, you cannot do it, because it's kind of like a current. You have no power when you are in the happy state. It's the same kind of like anger. You have no power when you are angry. It's a different state. It's going to overtake your consciousness. Happiness also the same. That is why it say when you observe the inhalation, exhalation, even you feel joy, don't put too much attention and get attached to that. Because that joy can overtake your consciousness. And then don't think that in this life with your eye, ear, nose, tongue, body, mind, becoming happy with this outside world, it's never going to end. For the moment, you have to learn to be satisfied what you have. If you have that training, that training will, uplift your life. One day it comes, even without happiness, you can be happy. Without satisfaction with your eye, ear, nose, tongue, body, mind, you can be happy. That is the day you drop the struggle. Because always we are looking to make things happen. So struggle yourself. Why? And you have done that struggle already in your life, but still you keep going. Dream big. Have you ever looked, in certain dreams in your life already succeed? Are you satisfied with that? If you are not satisfied, even you reach to a bigger dream, what will happen? You are not satisfied. Why? Because you are not trained to be satisfied. You always train to dream. Then when you are going to die, what you do? You are not satisfied with this life. Oh, I have done this, I have done that, I am done, I am happy. No, what you do? You dreaming one more, another. Contentment. Always remember to be happy. When you give something to a beggar, if the beggar asks, can I have this? Can I have that? No, you're not going to, treat that beggar anymore. And the third quality, don't be a busybody. Mind your own business. Don't ask too many questions. And especially nowadays with the social medias. Look, and recently I found out there is a company now. They they collecting all the live videos. When you just put the live telecast with your social, Twitter or Instagram or the Facebook or any, automatically they can collect that video. In case even you you erase it later, it's going to be somewhere. In case if you want to erase from them, they ask money. It is your video, but they're not going to, it's a private company. They keep it, and if you want to erase it, why? Because sometimes people make mistakes. That little mistakes become, the big news later. And when you are a small person, and the little, small mistakes, nobody going to take care. But maybe tomorrow, you become a big person. Then what will happen? That mistake, you can drop it there? No. You're going to take it, and that mistake also going to become big. That's why I say, don't, by effort yourself, don't try to be famous. It's a very dangerous thing. Because if you naturally, when you naturally become famous, and it has power to eliminate all the the mistakes, and it will take you there. But if you, by effort, when you become famous, you become famous with that all the mistakes that you got. So, and the busybody, and you have to respect to everybody's privacy. That is the important thing. Don't always ponder to others what they do, what this do. No, don't do that. Allow other people to have their own privacy. And don't always keep watching others. No, you have to respect yourself. And you have to respect to others. Everybody have their own, even these animals, even this nature, allow it to be there like that. The best gardening is what? Not you trimming the trees and no. Just let it be there and enjoy the tree as it is. That is the best way to garden. And otherwise you cut the tree and the way you want, and and tomorrow you think no this branch you don't need, then you cut again, and then you enjoy your mind, not the nature. So like that you have to practice little bit to give a space to everybody. Everyone has their own way. It is not your way, because if it is become your way, everybody become like you. This world is not beautiful like this. In this entire universe, only you like this. And the same way you have to accept that truth, and you have to respect to others. Why? In this entire universe, that person also only that person. So don't try to cross lines and disturb to other privacy. Respect that. And don't always be a person that they're talking the gossips. No, when the gossips come, stop there. This ear, so precious. Your mouth is so important. These words that you talk, even you die, and it's going to be with this nature one day. And if you keep talking the gossip, You know, what is the energy you know giving to this world? You know, so never talk any bad about others. That is because in this time period you have to understand that it is very important. You know, there is a big current in this time period, and try to increase and disturb and get into your greed or the hatred or the delusion. You know, so you have to be very mindful. You know, and it will help for you, and that is the way to protect this world. Because if you get into that current, you know, and there is no way to stop. Okay? And so remember, then all the information most of time coming, it's kind of like gossips. It is very rare nowadays to find real news, information. Develop your humanity, develop your consciousness, increase your goodness. No, everything, all the things come to disturb you and destroy your peace and increase your greed, hatred, or the delusion. You know, so then when it come to you, you have power to stop it right away. You know, don't give it to someone else. You know, it's kind of like the signal tower. You are kind of like that. You know, you can drop it down. If you take it and start to share it with others, then what will happen? You know, so don't be a busybody going here and there and always watching others. You know, keep the privacy. If the beggar come to you, and when you try to give something, if he start to ask from where you get this money, how much salary you get, you're not going to give. So then remember yourself to respect to others and keep the privacy. And the fourth quality, remember to appreciate the other person. Always whatever you receive, appreciate the other person. And if other people do something good for you, appreciate other person. If other people do something bad for you, appreciate other people. Why? Because if you don't, if you always receive the good, that is not good. And sometimes somebody need to, push you. And sometimes, some people need to disturb you. It's kind of like you in the sleeping state, like you love children. Your own children, when they sleep, in the winter time, sometimes it's very hard to, take them to the school sometimes. And they're sleeping, and sometimes, you don't want to disturb them, or they're sleeping. But you don't allow them to sleep like that, And if they, get addicted to sleep like that way, it is not good for them. What you do, you try to disturb them somehow, take them with the good purpose to, push them to another place. And sometimes the karma also like that. And disturb is very important. When you get disturbed, it indicates something. That will guide you to another direction. That means if someone disturb you, that means you are in the wrong place. You do something wrong. Maybe you are with the not the right person. You go maybe in the wrong direction. Look carefully. Why this happen like this way? Why they disturb like this way? Why they talk to me like that way? Why they treat me like that way? Look yourself, and then you will see. Otherwise everybody say nice things about you. Don't believe that. Don't believe that. Because it cannot happen. It is not good for you. And one of our friend, a monk, and he went to get the citizenship, in interview, and the inspector asked, you have license, you don't drive? Then he told, no, I am driving. Then inspector asked, if you drive, why you didn't get any ticket? Huh? Because it's normal, to get a ticket. Huh? He told, no, I'm not, I'm driving, but then the inspector told, if you drive in California, you should have at least, in these 5 years, within these 5 years, at least 2 tickets. Huh? So, when you get disturbed, that disturb will help you to, recognize the nature of life. Difficulties will allow you to uplift your life. And even the lesson here, even some people disturb you, learn to appreciate that. Not to fight with that, not to, resist and go against it. No, appreciate. Thank you. When someone blames you, thank you. Huh? So that way, your life become better. Huh? And then with these four qualities, as parents told, within few days parents died, and then all the wealth disappeared, and the Radha became a beggar. But he was comfortable. Why? Because he knew all these four qualities. And then he was begging. And one day he went to the temple. So all the monks, after the lunch, they go to one place to put over their leftover. And the Radha was waiting in that place. And everybody knew, this millionaire's son, now became a beggar. But whatever the monks, gave this leftover, he became so happy. He appreciated monks. And with that little food, he was so happy. And the monks saw how happy this Radha. And he was a millionaire's son. Now he became a beggar. But look, he just get the leftover food. But he's never complained or never unhappy. He's happy. In the evening, when the monks was talking about the Radha, did you see the Radha today? When we, after lunch, did you say, oh monk? So then the Buddha came and asked, what you talking about? No, Venerable Sir, we talk about that Radha. And the Buddha asked, is anybody get help from Radha? The Radha is just a beggar. Then Venerable Sariputta, the Buddha's one of the senior disciples, and he came and told Venerable Sir, one day when I go for Pindapata, for food, and it almost 12 o'clock, and the Radha was before me, and he was ready to get some food from someone. And Radha saw me, and I also go that way. And the Radha told to that person, oh, offer this food to this monk. Why? Because I am a beggar. I can go and beg at any time, anywhere. But after 12, this monk cannot go and get Pindapata, food. Please offer this food to this monk. And the Venerable Sariputta received that food. And he mentioned, I got there, because of the Radha. And the Buddha told, then you have to, make him a monk and give the ordination. Radha became a monk. See, when you do good things, you don't need to die to get the good result. When you practice the good qualities, that qualities, it doesn't matter who you are a beggar, it will take you to the right place. But the problem is this, there is nothing wrong with the world, there is nothing wrong with our luck, there is nothing wrong with our parents' bond, there is nothing wrong with our genetic. It's all, we don't practice the good qualities within ourselves. That is why we stuck. So somehow in the evening, one day Radha came, and then he asked Venerable Sir, What is the meaning of this being? Human being, this animal being. What is the meaning of being? So then the Buddha mentioned, the I always bound to these forms, and I is that I and the colors or the pictures or the forms always interconnected, and the ear always bound to the sound, nose always bound to the smell or the aroma, tongue always bound to the taste, the body sensation always bound to the uh, outside sensation, and the mind always bound to the thoughts. This bond created by the greed. The greed come out of the ignorance, believing there is someone inside me. When there is nobody inside me, there is nobody keep the greed and hold the greed. And when there is, it's nothing wrong with your eye, it's nothing wrong with the beauty of the world. But when it come to you, if you get attached to that, believing I like this, and another thing is if you hate it, thinking I hate this, I don't like this, that is make this life a struggle. So then with your eye, ear, nose, tongue, body, mind, whatever in front of you, if you experience it without any attachment, that cannot disturb you. That is the science. Whatever within yourself and whatever in front of you, related with your eye, ear, nose, tongue, body, mind, if you don't get attached, it cannot disturb you. So in day-to-day life, try yourself to experience the world without a greed or without attachment. So for that you have to practice. When you eat, don't get attached. When you do things, don't get attached. You have to practice it, otherwise it doesn't come. To practice, you have to have the effort. To have the effort, you have to trust the teachings. To trust the teachings, you have to listen to the Dhamma. And when to listen to the Dhamma, you have to have the open mind. To have open mind, you have to look around and see how other people live and how other people get the benefit out of these teachings. Just thinking myself, I can do, oh this is me, I do whatever I want, this is my life, that is where you go to the darkness. So then remember yourself, it is a process. You need the light, you cannot keep worship the light. You have to get into the mechanism of the wiring, and you have to do the wiring, and then it is very easy, just switch on, switch off, you get the light. So like that, when you practice necessary qualities in your life, consciousness, being conscious, mindful, happiness is not a hard thing. It just appears inside you. So is there any question, please? And other thing is, remember, now you know these four qualities what the Buddha mentioned. You have to look yourself. If you don't have these four qualities, you have to be shame on you. Why? Even the beggars have that qualities. We don't have that. Is there any question, please?
Yes.
Yes.
When you said that, like, don't get attached to it, and that, and don't ask for more around you. Does that mean just settle for, peace and?
This is the thing. Not to get attached, you have to have certain understanding. Okay. because without understanding it is very difficult to stay away from that. So that is why the first thing that you have to understand, there is no somebody inside us that we think like I am. That is where you have to start. And other thing is always keep an open mind and look and learn from the outside. That will help you to when a situation come for you to, that all the knowledge you collect will help you to deal with that situation. Okay.
Yes, thank you.
Okay, we do loving kindness meditation for a moment ourselves. Palms together and repeat after me. Imaya
Himaya
Dhammanu
Dhammano
Dhamma
Dhamma
Patipattiya
Patipatya
Buddhang
Buddhang
Pujemi
Pujemi
Dhammang
Dhammam
Pujemi
Pujemi
Sanghang
Sangham
Pujemi
Pujemi
Attaya
Attaya
Imaya
Himaya
Patipattiya
Patipatya
Jati
Jati
Jara
Jara
Vyadi
Vyadi
Maranamha
Maranamha
Paribunjisami
Paribunchi Sami
Idamme
Idamme
Punyang
Punyang
Asavakkaya
Asavakaya
Vahang hotu
Vanghotu
Sabba dukkha
Sabbadukkha
Pamucchatu.
Pamuchtu.
May you be well, happy and peaceful. May no harm come to you, may no difficulties come to you, may no problems come to you. May you also have the patience, courage, understanding and determination to meet and overcome inevitable difficulties in your life, and finally may you attain supreme bliss of Nibbana. Please say sadhu, sadhu, sadhu.